Most music consumers are listening to music today on Spotify and Apple Music, and this gives us artists a great opportunity to get paid for our art, because as long as your music is available on these platforms, you'll actually earn money for somebody else listening to them. And the easiest way to get them on these platforms is to be working with a music distributor. Now, if you follow me and watch my past content, you'll know that I typically work with DistroKid for releasing my own music and for the clients that I work with. And recently they reached out to me and asked me to do a special video all about their service and specifically about their Teams feature, which is a great feature that they offer. Now, if you're an artist that's making their own music, or a producer or a songwriter contributing to someone else's song, and you want to get paid for your music, you're going to want to pay special attention to this video because I'm going to show you how to do exactly that. Are you ready? Let's go. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy 5-Piece producer and engineer extraordinaire. Thank you for checking out today's video, and if you haven't already, please hit the bell and subscribe button below so you can stay tuned for more helpful videos. I'm dropping a new video every week focused on helping you sound better and making more money with your music. So if you want to do that, definitely subscribe to the channel so I can help. Now, earlier this year, I shot a video about DistroKid and their services and why I like to use them, and I'm going to leave a link to that somewhere on the video or in the description below. But in case you didn't see that video, I'll give you a couple of the highlights right now so you know what to expect. The first thing is I really like how easy it is to use their service. It's very simple. It's a simple form that you fill out and upload your song and then get your music into stores really quick. And that's the other thing I like about them, is they're very fast. A lot of distributors take a bit of time to get music into stores and onto streaming platforms, usually a couple of weeks. But DistroKid, I've seen them get songs up on platforms within 48 hours, which is really impressive, especially compared to some of their competition. The other thing is DistroKid is really easy on the wallet. They have a few different membership options, but basically it's a subscription service that you pay on an annual basis to release unlimited music. And I find that it ends up being cheaper than a lot of their competitors, as long as you're releasing multiple songs a year. If you're releasing multiple songs a year, you're gonna get a lot of value, especially if you're doing at least 3 songs or more. And best of all, they let you keep 100% of the money that you earn. Some distributors, they want to take a percentage of the money that you make from your music, and some of them not only want to take a percentage, but they also want you to pay them up front for the distribution services that they offer. DistroKid, they just accept their upfront fee and they let you keep 100% of the money, and that's great because you get to keep all of it and reinvest into your career or spend it as you please. A common issue that I encounter when I'm producing for other artists is that their distributors don't allow for any revenue splits to occur for the songs that I work on. So what this means is there's no way for us to automatically split the money that that song generates between the people that created it. So this means that if I produce a song and I'm responsible for 50% of it and I'm entitled to 50% of it, the only way for me to get paid for my contribution to the song is to work with the artist or their team to monitor that song and how much money it makes, and then have them pay me out, say, once per quarter or once per year, depending on how well the song does and how much money it generates in a certain time frame. And while it's not impossible, this could be a very flawed approach to getting paid for your music. There's a lot of room for error. The artist could obviously not take certain things into account. They may not be organized, and that might result in me not getting paid properly, maybe getting paid too little, or potentially even getting paid too much, depending on how they're monitoring and taking notes on things. The big benefit of DistroKid's Teams functionality is that it allows you to add collaborators to a track and split the revenue as you see fit. Back to my last example, instead of an artist having to monitor their records or their team having to monitor the record and figure out how much I'm entitled to and how to pay me out, DistroKid can automatically handle this for us. All they have to do is set up the song to pay me out 50% from the beginning, and they'll obviously get the other 50%, and DistroKid will take care of the rest and pay us what we're owed to our bank account directly. I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like on the DistroKid backend, but before I do that, I just wanted to highlight a couple of other benefits of using DistroKid and their Teams feature. First, you can add unlimited collaborators to any track. Another thing you could do is you can change the splits at any time. You can add or remove collaborators at any time as well. You can go back in time and see your previous splits. And for privacy, collaborators can only see what percentage they get. They can't see who your other collaborators are or what percentage other people are getting. Your release won't be delayed if your collaborator is slow to sign up. Instead, they'll just hold the money for them until they join. And if your collaborator never joins, you can easily cancel their invite and reallocate the money elsewhere or even grab it yourself. If your collaborators aren't on DistroKid, don't worry, it's totally cool. You can still send them the invite and DistroKid will actually let them sign up for $10, which is an amazing price and a small investment in order to make money from your music, and I think it's totally warranted. So let me log on to DistroKid right now and show you what this looks like on the back end. So after you've logged into DistroKid, you're going to get to your dashboard, and that's what I'm looking at here. This is obviously my dashboard with my songs, and right away you can already see that there's a little teams section here, and this basically is populating all of the teams that you're a part of. So the artist, the song, the ISRC number, and then the percentage stake that you have in that song. So for example, with this one, Tunnel Vision, Left Field Keel is the artist, the ISRC number is here, and then I'm entitled to 50%, and that's paid out to me directly to my banking information, which is on DistroKid, and that's really helpful. Now, if you want to register a team for yourself, for your own song that you're putting out, what you're probably going to want to do is you're going to want to navigate to the teams section here. And what's going to happen is it's going to ask you to choose a release. So as an example, let's say this one, Something Out of Nothing. And it's important to note that before you can do this, you have to make sure your song has been uploaded and accepted by DistroKid and the streaming platforms. Otherwise, it's not going to appear on this list. So only after you've uploaded your songs and it's been accepted will it appear here. And from there, you can press next. And right now I'm entitled to 100%, but if I was to add somebody, I can go add new team member. I can plug in their email address. I can choose the percentage that they're entitled to, that I'm giving them, right, that we've agreed upon usually beforehand. So like, for example, if I was an artist and I was working with another producer and we were splitting the song 50-50, I would choose, 50%, plug in their email. Obviously, it's automatically correcting my own revenue share here. And then once I've done that, I can click review changes. So I'm just going to set this back to 100 just so I can proceed and get rid of that. If I press review changes, it's going to display all the people that I've just added in their stake. Of course, this just shows me, but if there's more people, it would show it. And then I would press save changes and it would email and notify that person about the release. And when they're notified via email, they're going to be given a specific invite code that they're going to need to use when they log into DistroKid to add themselves to the song. So basically, you're just giving them an invitation. They're the ones that are ultimately going to have to accept that invitation and add themselves to the record in order to actually get paid. And of course, you need to have a DistroKid account in order to do this. So when they get that invite code, they're going to go to the same section, teams, and you see here it says got an invite code. They're going to click it. They're going to type in the code, they're going to press join team, and then it's going to add them to the record. And then whenever they're on their own dashboard, they're going to see the song information and their percentage underneath here, underneath this section. I hope you found this helpful, and if you want to sign up for DistroKid, check the description below. I'm going to leave a link there for you guys so you can get access for the best price possible. And shout out to DistroKid for sponsoring this video and hooking everybody up with that. If you got value, once again, please like, subscribe, and share. Share it with somebody you know it's going to help, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.